Well, Stuart Robson, you have seen Barcelona more than most this season in your role as an analyst. What analysis would you be giving to Xavi when he enters office on Monday morning?
Well, if he saw the first half, he'd have been pleased because Fati was excellent down the left-hand side, scored a great goal. We saw Memphis Depay linking up well with him. They controlled the midfield area. They held a high line, which was broken on a couple of occasions, and Aspas didn't make the most of it early on. But I thought they controlled the game in that first half. There was lots of good movement, lots of pace about them, and they took their chances well. But if he was then looking at the second half, that would be a major problem for him. And there was too much complacency, I thought, from them when they came out. They tried to play out from the back, didn't do it particularly well. Busquets got caught on the ball. Ter Stegen made a couple of errors. Longley, I thought, looked off the pace for much of the game. And then they showed a bit of inexperience, so they couldn't get themselves back in the game.
And generally, he's got more players in the change room that are recognisable, in the medical room that are more recognisable than he has out there on the field. A growing, lengthy injury casualty list. Ansu Fati, and it looks like Nico Gonzalez joining to that this weekend.
Well, two major blows for him because Ansu Fati is an outstanding player. He showed that in that first half. He had great pace. He went past people. He scored that early goal after only 5 minutes. And he was a constant threat to run in behind. Yes, he was caught offside a couple of times, but I think that's a major blow. Barcelona look a much better side when he's in the team than when he's not in the team. And it means there's going to be a lot of pressure on Memphis Depay to run that front line. And Nico Gonzalez, I thought, had an excellent game in midfield, and he just ran out of steam. I just wonder what his injury is.
We said in the commentary, didn't we? It was kind of typical Barcelona. For half a game, they look sensational. You see what they can do. Got lots of great attacking players, but then you see that they kind of lack character, lack any confidence. He will have learned a lot about the spirit or the lack of spirit in the Barcelona side from the second 45 minutes in Vigo.
Yeah, they just didn't control the lead particularly well. As soon as Celta Vigo played at a higher tempo and got the ball in the box, that was another thing. They didn't defend crosses into the box particularly well. I thought Celta Vigo were unlucky not to have a penalty given against them when Mingueza gave a push in the back to the centre forward, Gallardo. There was a lot of things wrong with Barcelona's second half performance. A lack of character, obviously a lack of experience to control the game, and the experienced players didn't get their foot on the ball and make things happen. Busquets, did some good things, but he gave the ball away cheap. He was caught out on 2 or 3 occasions. De Jong didn't impose himself on the game quite enough. And I thought the two centre halves, particularly Garcia in the first half, where they didn't defend quite so badly, and Longley looked a poor combination at the back. They've got to improve all over the field, Barcelona, and I'm sure they will do under Xavi.
Generally, when a new manager comes in, he can sync with the formation. They don't do that at Barcelona. They always play a 4-3-3. They go out and buy new players, but he can't afford to buy any new players or bring any new recruits in. Or he mixes the team up, and half of the team are injured, so the kind of 11 kind of selects itself at the moment. So what can he do? What initially can he do to change the course of the season for Barca?
He's got to make sure he brings his philosophy to the team. Yes, the formation will probably be the same. What are they trying to do when they've got the ball, and what are they trying to do defensively? Today in the second half, they were all over the place. There must have been something they could have done in that second half. Get the ball into certain areas of the field, make the opposition play down one side of the field, and there was none of that. They were all over the place, and that's why Celta Vigo got themselves back into the game. And let's be honest, it was a great game, wasn't it, in the end?
Any positives for him?
Ansu Fati for the first half until he got injured. Memphis Depay still playing quite well and looks a threat. De Jong at times, he had that great run at the end of the game, still looks as though he can be a dominant player, but overall, not too many positives for Barcelona.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.